Magkano ba dapat ang i-invest mo para sa retirement? Sasagutin natin yan today. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Ang pag-usapan natin today ay how much do you need to invest for retirement? Lagi tayong sinasabihan na kailangan mag-invest tayo as early as we can for our retirement. Pero the question is, magkano? Okay lang ba na 1,000 pesos per month? Sa tingin ba natin ay enough na yon pag nag-retire tayo? Mag-compound na ba yung returns o yung earnings natin para magkaroon tayo ng comfortable retirement? So for today, meron tayong parang exercise. Again, we will be using some principles of financial planning to illustrate kung magkano ba yung estimate na dapat ini-invest natin every month para sa retirement natin, regardless of ano ba yung gusto nating lifestyle when we retire. That's why I am going to show you this strategy because I find this very interesting. The main concept that we are using for today is that according to studies, it has been found that the average retirement spending drops by 20% to 45% during retirement. The rule of thumb used by a lot of financial advisors is to plan on spending 20% less in retirement than what you spent while working. At ito yung magiging reason kung bakit natin kayang computein kung magkano ba dapat yung ini-invest natin today. As an example, if you spend 100,000 pesos per month on average just before you retire, just before retirement, then you'll spend around 80,000 pesos or 20% less per month when you retire. Siyempre, mababawasan yung gastos natin dahil hindi na tayo papasok sa opisina, hindi na tayo ganun ka dalas lumabas, etc. Given that figure and thus, assuming that your retirement spending is indeed just a function of your current expenses, then you can determine how much you should invest today for retirement. And I will illustrate and show you how to compute this. Ayan, so magsisimula na naman tayo sa ating Excel, and this is our starting worksheet. For example, you're at the age of 30 years old at ikaw ay kumikita, you're earning 25,000 pesos per month. So, ang assumption natin dito, first of all, is that meron kang salary increase ng 4% per annum. Okay? Tapos, you are saving, magkano ba? 10% of your income every month. Okay? So, at the age of 30, you are saving 10% of your income. So that's 2,500 pesos, which means you will be investing 30,000 pesos per year for the age of 30. So fund at the start of the year, wala pa. And then, ang assumption natin, ang investment growth is 10% per annum. So at the end of the year, ang pera mo pa lang ay 30,000 pesos na galing sa savings mo. At the age of 31, nag-salary increase ka na ng 4%. So, 26,000 pesos per month na ang sweldo mo, which means you are saving more. You are saving 10% and that's 2,600 pesos per month. Ang total mo na masisave for the year is 31,200. From the previous year, meron kang 30,000 pesos na na-save, naka-invest at 10% growth. So, it will experience 3,000 pesos na returns, which means by the end of the year, you will have 31,200 plus 30,000 plus 3,000 or a total of 64,200 na value ng fund mo at the end of the year. The process will continue 32, 33, etc. hanggang sa huli. By the time that you retire at 60, you would have been earning 81,000 pesos per month and the total value of your investment is 7.9 million pesos. So magre-retire ka, meron ka 7.9 million pesos. Enough kaya ito for your retirement years? So let's now go to this part of the worksheet And these are our assumptions. So unang-una, time that we reach 60 years old, ang salary natin ay 81,000. We are saving 10% of that, which means our monthly expenses during this time is 72,976 per month. Bakit naging 72,000? Kasi 81,000 yung sweldo, we are saving 10% of that, so minus 8,100, which means we are living off, ang cost of living natin ay 72,000 pesos per month. According to the studies, when you retire, mababawasan ng 20% yung gastos. So, itong 72,000 times 12, ang annual na gastos mo o yung yearly expenses mo just before you retire is 875,000 per year. 80% of this is 700,000 pesos per year. Again, ang ibig sabihin nito, yung gastos mo during the time na magre-retire ka na, upon retirement, you will spend 20% less. Paano ulit na-compute ito? Yung 81,000 pesos per month, yan yung sweldo mo. Sinisave mo yung 10% eh. So, ibig sabihin, ang gastos mo ay 90% ng income mo, which is equivalent to 72,000 pesos. Yan yung expenses mo, monthly expenses, or times 12, 875,000 na yearly expenses just before you retire. Now, when you retire, bababa ang gastos mo by 20% and that is 700,573.86. This is very important because dito natin kukunin ang magiging basis nung pag-compute natin kung magkano ba dapat ang sinisave natin. So let's go to the next worksheet. Dito sa next worksheet natin, let's fill out yung ating numbers kanina na 25,000 pesos per month. Yan. So mapapansin ninyo, itong part na to, this is just the same as this part. Hindi magbabago yan. Pero nadagdagan siya ng simulation ng cash flow during retirement. So what does this mean? By the time that you reach 60 or retirement, merong 7.9 million pesos na value yung investment mo, which is now your available fund by the time that you reach 61. So 80% of your expenses, that's 700,573 per year. Again, saan galing yan? Dun sa kinumpute natin kanina na 81,000, which is 10% yung savings. So 90% of 81,000 less 20%. So by the time that you retire, 700,000 a year na lang yung gastos mo. Since meron kang 7.9 million less 700,000, ang fund na matitira at the start of the year dun sa investment is 7.2 million. Kasi syempre, the start of the year, i-withdraw mo na to kasi yan yung panggastos mo for the whole year. May matitirang 7.2 na naka-invest. And then, assuming that you put it in a low-risk investment lang na may 4% growth, by the end of the year, magiging 7.4 million pesos yung fund mo. Of course, pwede mo siyang i-invest sa higher risk investment na 5, 8, or 10% yung annual growth. But let's be a little bit conservative and just put it in, sabihin natin, money market fund, kaya 4% lang siya. Itong 7.4 million at the end of the year, yan na yung available fund mo by the age 62. Again, you will spend 80% of your previous lifestyle. But in this case, to make things much simpler, mag-apply na lang tayo ng inflation. And our inflation rate is 3%. So kung magkano yung ginastos mo the previous year, tataas siya by 3% because of inflation. So by the age 62, 720,000 na yung gastos mo. Babawas ulit yan doon sa available fund mo. May matitira na 6.7 million na naka-invest na mag-grow ng 4%, and ang matitira ay 7 million by the time that you reach 63. Yan yung starting mo. So this will just continue, and mapapansin niyo na by the age 71, paubos na yung pera mo. For the purpose of our illustration, sabihin na natin na at the least hanggang age 80. Kung familiar kayo sa goal-seek formula, yun yung gagamitin natin. So, gusto natin by the age of 80 maubos yung ating fund. We are assuming na we will live only up until the age of 80. So, paano natin i-apply ang goal-seek dito? So, let's just go to Tools, Goal-Seek. Yan. We have to set this cell to 0 by changing anong cell? Ang papalitan natin itong savings rate. So if we do that, naging 15%. So by the time that you reach 80, ubos na yung pera mo. This means dapat if you're age 30, you are saving 15% of your income instead. Hindi dapat 10%. If you are saving 15% of your income and just do the same, you will have around 12 million as your available fund. Pagdating na 61, yung 12 million, yun yung starting fund mo. And the process repeats, and your money will run out by the time that you reach 80 years old. So 15% lang ng income mo yung kailangan mong isave para magkaroon ka ng enough fund to live until the age of 80. Paano kung gusto natin 91? Pwede naman kasi yung 15% sa tingin ko maliit pa yan. Pwede pa nating taasan ng konti. So i-goal seek natin yung age 91. Goal seek tayo na yung by that time na maging 91 years old tayo, doon din mauubos yung pera natin. And let's see kung magkano ba dapat ang savings rate natin para magkaroon tayo ng enough na pera until 91 years old. So ang sagot ay 21%. Invest 21% of your income every month until the age of 60. If you invest it in a security that grows 10% per annum, then you will have enough money when you retire to last until 91 years old. Nagets nyo ba kung paano yung ginagawa natin? Siyempre, hindi naman tayo lahat ay 30 years old. You can simulate this according to your age, but I prepared yung 40. Okay? So dito sa 40, by the age of 40, ang sweldo natin ay 37,000 per month. Saan galing? Doon sa original na build natin dito na nag-i-increase yung ating salary. So to be equitable about this, by the age of 40, 37,000 per month na yung sweldo mo. So doon tayo magsisimula. Nagsimula ka mag-save for your retirement at the age of 40. Magkano ngayon yung kailangan savings rate mo para mag-last until, let's just say, 91 years old. If we try yung 21%, kasi 'di ba yun yung lumabas dun sa 30 years old, no? 21% para umabot hanggang 91 years old yung pera. So sa 40, at the age of 40, if we save 21% of our income, hindi siya aabot. Mauubos yung fund natin by the age of 73. Let's try 80 years old. Magkano ba dapat or ano yung savings rate natin para umabot ng 80 years old yung fund natin? So, we have to set that cell to 0 by changing our savings rate. Okay. So, mas mataas. If you're starting at the age of 40, kailangan 27% of your income na ang sinisave mo para umabot yung funds mo until 80 years old. Mas mataas na, but I think it's still possible. 27% is very achievable. May mga kilala ako, 30 to 35% of their income na si-save at na-i-invest nila. So, which means pwede nating i-try hanggang 91 years old na fund. So, yun yung i-goal seek natin. By the time we reach 91, dun mauubos yung fund. So, magkano ngayon dapat ang savings rate? 36%. So, ito medyo mabigat na to. Ideally, talaga dapat magsa-start ka as early as you can. If you're starting at 40 and you want your retirement fund to last until 91 years old, then you have to save 36% of your income every month until the age of 60 para meron kang enough money to last until 91. Again, the assumption here, kaya nag-auto-compute siya is by the time that you retire, your expenses will be 20% less. In this case, just to refresh you, 81,000 pesos per month yung sweldo mo. But you are saving 36% per month. Meaning, yung 81,000, ang monthly expenses mo lang ay 52,200 per month, which is 64% ng 81,000. Yun lang yung gastos mo. Dun, you're living off 52,000 pesos per month, which is around 626,000 pesos per year. When you retire, bababa ng 20% yung gastos mo. So that's 501,304 pesos per year. Kaya yun yung starting expenses natin. And then subsequent years, nag-i-increase lang siya ng 3% because of inflation. Yeah. So everything is connected. We are simulating our cash flow, and this will give us a good overview of what will happen in the future. I'm not saying that this will be accurate, but it's better to have an idea kung ano yung pwedeng mangyari, what we can expect, and what we can do to improve yung numbers natin for the future. Finally, let's check kung 50 years old ka magsisimula. So sobrang igsi na nung investing period mo o yung preparation period mo. Fortunately, by the time that you reach 50 years old, 54,000 pesos per month na ang sweldo mo. And magkano kaya yung kailangan mong percentage kung gusto mo 80 years old? Hanggang 80 years old maglast yung pera mo. So, diretso na tayo sa goal seek. Goal seek. Gawin mong 0 yung fund by the time that you reach 80 by changing the percentage rate. Yun. 50%. So if you're starting at 50 years old, you have to save 50% of your income and invest it para you will have enough money to last until the age of 80. What if ang loob mo, sige, kayang-kaya pa rin 50%. Gusto ko yung pera ko hanggang 91 years old. So, set the value to 0 by changing our savings rate. Ang lalabas dyan ay 59%. So, you have to save 59% of your income para magkaroon ng enough money to last until the age of 91. Mas malaki na yung sinisave at ini-invest mo kesa doon sa ginagamit mo sa sweldo mo. No? So, I think this is a very difficult or a challenging situation already. That's why, at the end of the day, it's always better to start as early as you can. Kung maalala ninyo, yun sa 30 years old, simula siya ng 30 years old, 21% lang nung kanyang income ang kailangang i-save and invest for retirement. Pero kung magsisimula ka na at the age of 40, that's 36%. But if you're already starting at 50, mas malaki na kailangan mong i-save kesa dun sa ginagastos mo sa sweldo mo, 59%. Nagsimula lang tayo sa 25,000, but even if we change yung starting salary, sabihin na natin na dito na lang, if we change this na 15,000 pesos per month, the numbers will change but the rate will remain the same to give you the same result. Sabihin natin na sobrang taas nung sweldo mo kagad at 30 years old, naging 50,000 pesos per month. The same din. Kasi again, the principle is yung lifestyle natin, nag-a-adjust yan according dun sa sweldo natin. So kung maliit yung sweldo natin, nag-a-adjust yung lifestyle natin na medyo simple lang yung buhay natin. Pero pag tumataas yung sweldo natin, nag-a-adjust din yung lifestyle na mas nagiging magastos tayo. Ang importante is you are always spending less than what you're earning. You are saving a percentage of your income as your savings and investing that amount. If you do that, you have at least some level of financial security when you retire. So, how much do you need to invest for retirement? If you're in your 30s, I would recommend investing 15% to 21% of your income towards retirement. If you're in your 40s, siguro mga 27% to 36% of your income. But if you're already in your 50s, 50% to 59% of your income na dapat ang sinisave and invest mo. Again, this is assuming that you'll spend 20% less in retirement than what you were spending while working. Ang pre-retirement investment growth dito ay 10% at yung post-retirement investment growth is 4%. There are a lot of assumptions that we made here, but I believe that they are good assumptions and it can give you a satisfactory prediction of what could happen if you prepare for retirement today. The key to retirement planning is to start as early as possible because the earlier you start, the less money you need to invest. At yan talaga ang key lesson natin for today. So that's our video on how much do you need to invest for retirement. At I hope ay marami kayong natutunan. Again, please remember to subscribe sa ating YouTube channel, youtube.com/readytoberichyt, and follow our Facebook page, facebook.com/readytoberich. Maraming salamat sa panunood. Kung meron kayong question, pwede nyo itanong sa comment section. And I guess that's it. Kita-kita tayo sa susunod nating live stream. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!